Alright, let's get the show on the road. I am really excited to be playing Wind Waker again, because I actually have enough to beat one dungeon. I know. One dungeon, and it only took 7 hours to get the tools to get there. If this isn't success, I don't know what is. I don't think I want to know. Weird, the game's kind of quiet. I didn't touch anything since yesterday. Oh well. Now, I know this is going to sound obvious, but I might have accidentally been streaming this game at 60 frames. Even though it's, you know, 30 frames per second game. Yeah, that was kind of a problem. But now that I got it fixed, I should be able to stream this in a higher resolution. And hopefully, okay, good, my mic isn't muted. Always nervous about that. Hopefully I've also gotten rid of potentially some of the pausing or stuttering the game would occasionally do. I switched over to Uber shaders. That weird little thing. It apparently promises less stuttering at the cost of performance, but I think I'm good enough on performance. There was only one room that didn't quite run at its intended speed, and I never have to go back to that room, so I think I'm good to go. Kind of weird how only Link can take fall damage. Almost makes you wonder. What is this plant made out of? Horrible things. Because even a tree branch breaks from a tall enough height. The fact that Makar isn't even flinching from the drop kind of makes you wonder. Huh, I don't know why, but I thought they went out of their way to go towards you. Now, I tried actually working with the no HUD thing by getting an AR code that would let you use items anywhere, because that's seemingly random with this whenever you turn off the HUD, but sadly it did not work out. I wonder if I can actually hookshot myself up there. Darn, doesn't look like. This dungeon's probably going to be played pretty straightforward, considering you don't really need too many things to get through this dungeon. It's usually the last one. Normally you come here from the Earth Temple, but aside from the Mirror Shield, which I'm not even sure you really need for this dungeon, having the fully upgraded Master Sword honestly isn't making too much of a difference either. It's kind of a shame. I was hoping for like a little bit extra. But nope, all the fights seem to take the same amount of time. Data management... I don't remember it being this pause-focused. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Like, do I really need the arrows? Maybe that's what I'm messing up with this. Speaking of messing up... I know I keep tabbing out and pausing every time I do it, but... still just nervous about getting something wrong, like, oh, I muted myself this whole time. I don't know why, but I don't really feel like the Uber shaders are really doing anything. If anything, I feel like the game might be pausing it slightly more often. Alright, let's pick up the car. Car kind of rattles, so I wonder if... is he kind of like the squeaky toy turned to life, but with the plant base instead of being fabricated and made out of plastic? Holy shoot, he vanishes! I don't think I ever noticed that. Kind of horrifying. Just seeing the car vanish whenever I take out the Wind Waker. Oh, that was some interesting flickering. I don't think the Uber shaders are working the way I wanted. I feel like they might be making stuff look worse. 'Cause I don't think I've ever seen, like, swords from these guys on the floor. Now I think about it, I don't even think I need to try to actually fight them. I'm pretty sure the light arrow gets them even when they're armored. I wonder why that Darknet really wanted to hit my car. Yeah, sure enough! I don't even have to fight these guys. Well, whatever interesting fight there was to be had here is definitely not happening. I know you can do that in that one place where you fight a bunch of enemies. The place on Outset. Honestly can't remember its name. Well, I know the game lets you use light arrows there, but I almost feel like it makes the victory feel empty. One day I'll get a bigger wallet. Sure enough, I have 2 fairies. So I don't have to play too cautiously. Then again, I should probably exploit the light arrows more. This dungeon gives a lot of magic power. And what are the odds that I'd need the iron boots? I kind of want to Jakku leaf here. I feel like I probably didn't need to bring Makar. I don't recall him being too important for anything here. They still drop items. Like, I don't know why, but I thought they would stop dropping items if you use the light arrow. That just makes everything a lot easier. I never noticed it until now, but I think the randomizer actually makes it specify from where you got the key from, or not where you got the key from, what dungeon the key's for. I want to say normally that's not something you'd ever see in-game. Oh, weird. Can't see target him, but I could see target the Wizrobe. Z-target? I mean L-targeting. This isn't Zelda 64. I just keep barely missing this guy. This is just getting kind of annoying at this point. I miss that guy way too often. I know I don't need to use the light arrow, but I kind of don't want to switch out. Probably shouldn't just waste magic like that. I wonder if using the light arrows is faster than watching a death animation. Because I know, like with the bokoblins, if you throw them off a tower, their death animation tends to get skipped, so it doesn't count as you killing them. You can really see it happen a lot with the bokoblin on the bridge on Dragonroof's Island. So I'm wondering if there's like a strategic value to using the light arrows on stuff like that. Like, would it be faster to just do that than to actually kill them? Even if, like, you know, you could somehow one-shot an enemy without using the light arrow, and I forgot Makar. Okay, good, everything's dead. I don't have to try too hard to get Makar over here. I don't remember my car going this slow. Oh no. What if my car's slower than I remember? What if doing this is going to take longer than actually finishing the dungeon? I wonder what happens if I run out of magic and use the blade. Oh! It just doesn't work that way with my car. Yeah, sure enough. You just can't go through it. That's kind of disappointing. I know they probably did it to avoid exploits, but I wonder if I can get it from the top. Okay, so it does push them from the top, but the car just falls like nothing. Kind of weird, considering Link can't even... Well, for Link, you need the iron boots to try something like that. Well, that wasn't as good an idea as I thought. And my car's gone. Damn. If it wasn't for the fact that he wouldn't take fall damage, I believe he's hurt. Neat! Piece of heart. That saves time. If I remember right, you can actually stand on those squares without getting hurt. Okay, so I was completely wrong. Like, just so wrong. How did I somehow remember the exact opposite? How do I mess up that bad? How? I wonder if I turn off the HUD with my car. Will that trick the game into letting me use arrows? Darn. I really wish I didn't have to turn on the HUD just for stuff like this. Because the sword works, it's just the items that don't work every once in a while. I really wonder what's causing it. Oh, right. Let's go on the locked door. And sure enough, I guess it's a Link-only spot. Wonder if my car's going to end up at the top. Really wish I could have found a working AR code to... there was an invisible Wizrobe dancing behind him. Huh. So the Wizrobe's already in the scene, just dancing. Never thought I'd learn that from using ambient occlusion. Well, that's probably the fastest I've ever done that boss fight. Usually that fight can go on for a while if you get distracted by the enemies. It's weird to just do it that fast. Lots of pieces of heart. Not so many items. Wonder if that means I'm going to have to get really creative item hunting for stuff. Huh, so I didn't even need to come here. So weird to think that that room would be optional. And of course Makar is right outside the door. Well, I don't need Makar for this, so I think I'm good to go. Guess I'll give up the hammer. Wall answers are probably the worst thing to do last on this puzzle. Because if by the chance they accidentally grab you, it's just a real inconvenience to have to redo the thing over. Oh, wow, I didn't even have to look up. There's a convenient tile with a symbol. Well, that makes stuff easier. This room's kind of weird. You don't normally see, like, tiles like this corresponding to a block on the actual ground in 3D Zelda too often. I know it was a lot more common on the 2D ones. I feel like that is something that definitely is not used a lot in 3D Zelda. And one thing I always wondered as a kid was like, some of these have different colors, so I always wondered how they pulled it off. At least I think I remember the rooms in here have, like, different falls having different colors. I could have sworn there was, like, a purple one. Maybe I'm misremembering. All the enemies are actually spawning in. I was wondering for a moment if I somehow did something wrong. But you know, they're still actually showing up. If I remember right, the normal treasure for doing like the additional rooms was just a C chart. But I can't remember if the C chart was any good. I don't want to fight these guys. Oh neat, arrows. I could have sworn this used to have different colors, depending on which floor you'd fall into. Really hope that chest... Oh! I didn't even need to fight the enemies! I thought you had to actually kill them, but no, sure enough. You just had to break the floor. I guess I could make this room like an interesting challenge, like trying to run over here every single time without killing any of the enemies. Compass. Didn't I get the map in this exact room also? I wonder what the odds of that were. Why isn't this open? Pretty sure that should be open. Did I just forget to switch somewhere? Maybe I did, based on that door over there. Neat, the magic armor. This is something that never gets a lot of love, normally. Typically you have to go through a really long side quest to get it. If I didn't have the light arrows, I feel like that would have been more helpful. I just feel like the light arrows kill everything too fast, to the point that you probably use less stuff getting rid of a crowd with just the light arrows than tanking hits and using magic armor. I know that's a common thing with a bunch of Zelda games, but the light arrows are definitely overpowered. The fact that they even have a piercing property in this game, just adds to it. I mean, look at that! That basically gets rid of everyone. I'm sure someone, like aiming more carefully, could probably get all of them in one shot. Oh, right, what's it going to be? I keep getting so much money. Alright, depth of field. Need to be looking at the wall whenever I open a map. And even then, that might still not be enough. Oh, I guess it's just blurry forever. So there's a chest I can get in the north direction. Oh, it's Makar's cell. Now, as a kid, I always got hit by this, and I was told that it's like, oh, just use it from the side, but you won't get hurt. I wonder if it's true. Sure enough. All I had to do was pull it from the side. I didn't really think about that as a kid. Why are they dropping me so many bombs? What do I use bombs for? Oh, neat. Big key. If I didn't need any more items, I could probably just rush to the boss right now. But sadly, that is not the case. Why isn't this opening? What am I doing wrong? I thought you just had to plant the thing. I'm pretty sure that's what turned on the blades. What step could I be missing? I should probably look into getting into that room. Alright, so it looks like I'll have to reach that from the room on the left. Based off the fact that there's 2 switches and no jars, I might have to get my car. Oh, he's just all the way over there. I wonder if I can get my car to fit in the pot. Aw, the game just teleports him away. It's kind of a shame. I wanted to see what would happen, like line of text, or just animation. No, nothing, they just teleport him. some of these guys are already showing up. Now, if I remember right, you don't even need the second tree if you just get really aligned with the wall. I could have sworn I fixed the sensitivity on aiming. I just feel like it's reset itself. Is dolphin slowly reverting itself back to how it was? Hey, comrade, how are you doing? Have you come here longing also for a wallet? Because that's kind of been a running thing the past days I've been playing this. I'm good too. I'm sure you're doing well. I'm having fun playing Wind Waker. So much fun I've been playing it 3 days in a row. I know I normally like to switch off to another game every other day, but I've just had so much fun with this. I swear my aim's getting ever so worse the more I actually try to shoot stuff. How do I keep missing that exact shot? Well, I'm out of magic. Wonder if there's actually any down here. It's really started. Oh wow, magic. I was about to say, it was starting to feel like there was nothing here. I always thought those hands were weird. I know a similar type of like hand thing shows up in Majora's Mask, but oh wow. I actually have to climb this. But I always thought those hands were weird. I know they only show up in 2 places, but something about them just feels weird. The way they grow back and just, I guess, bleed green. Not many things bleed in this game. Maybe that's what makes them so weird. They're like the only enemy with, like, pretend blood. Everything else seemingly has, like, no blood? Heck, things tend to blow up into dust whenever you kill them. Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. Maybe the Floor Master could be considered different because it kind of oozes whatever it is whenever you hit it. Everything else kind of just blows up into dust whenever you kill it. Let's keep the car far away from the Wall Master, or Floor Master. It's probably for the best. D2. I'm trying to think, what could D2 stand for? It's really coming to my mind. Well, that's neat. Well, I'm never getting that pot. Yeah, sorry to say, comrade, but really, nothing's coming to my mind with D2. I'm like drawing at a complete blank. I can't think think of anything that's been abbreviated to D2. I know D4, Dead Dreams Don't Die, but nothing's coming to me with D2. Oh, Destiny 2. Why didn't I think about that? That makes so much sense. Now I kind of feel like an idiot. Destiny 2. So, I heard there was like a recent update to Destiny? Something about a DLC or something? Is it actually good? Or was it something about a no, not a Sunken King. Well, I figured out why the Switch wasn't working. Aw, that sucks. Getting internet buffering. Well, I found the one thing that's seemingly invincible to light arrows. So, does the new DLC redeem everything? Because people are apparently waiting for that game to redeem itself or something. Okay, I'm not ready to give up on the light arrows on the Stalfos, but maybe if I just shoot their stomach. No, they're the only enemy you actually can't use light arrows on. Forsaken. That's kind of similar to Sunken. In like a really bad way that doesn't make sense. Damn it, I killed all the spiky things. I want to keep one of them alive. How am I getting slowdown for this? Like, out of all things, why is it causing slowdown just hitting them? Why do I feel like that's become a more common thing to describe DLC as? People said the exact same thing about Bar Harbor for Fallout 4. I wonder what that says. People are saying that more and more about DLC. I really hope this opens a chest, because I don't want to have to start shooting all these faces down. Well, I'm going to have to start shooting these faces down. Why couldn't it have ever been just the easy answer? I know these puzzles aren't really too hard, but I've noticed this dungeon sort of has a hit everything you can hit type of puzzle show up a little too often. Like, you had to do something similar in the spiked room. Wonder why it only shows up on this dungeon. Then again, I feel like the Earth Temple had similar gimmicks. I want to to say that's about it. I know for a fact you don't have to do repetitive stuff like this. And how did that pot not break? Repetitive stuff like this on Dragon Roost. Well, that guy's never coming down. You know, I kind of got nervous for a moment when I didn't hear the jingle. I was like, oh no, did I miss a pot? That would have been bad. Having to climb up all over again. Oh, neat, a Triforce shard. In the actual dungeon, too. Well, that takes a lot of time. Damn. That doesn't look like there are any more items in this dungeon. I was kind of hoping there was more. Why is this running in slow motion? You know, part of me feels like the Uber shaders weren't worth using, considering I'm still getting stuttering. And now slow motion of all things. Can't help but feel like maybe I should turn them off once I'm done with this dungeon. You know, it's weird. Makar looks like he's running crazy fast. But when you actually see it, it's not all that fast. Alright, later, comrade. Thanks for saying hey. I can't believe that Blade of Wind actually pushed... Blade of Wind! That's the right word. That current of wind actually pushed Makar. Maybe I'm just managing my items completely wrong. I feel like I might be pausing back and forth just a little bit too much, and it's only for one item too. If only the GameCube had a second Z button. Oh well. Now I think about it, I'm trying to remember. Does Wind Waker HD actually use ZL? Part of me wants to say... No? Not for items, anyways. Now, I know this isn't too necessary, but I always prefer just pushing them to the very wall. It just makes taking Makar across so much easier. I wonder what the boss is going to drop me. Hopefully an actual item and not more rupees. Because I did not really like it when the bird from the Forsaken Fortress dropped rupees. Heck, maybe I'll drop the wallet. One day I'll find the wallet. And then I'll finally be able to pick up money and actually buy some stuff. Oh, those blades of wind. Blades of wind. The blades on that fan are going really fast. Like, almost ridiculously fast. I hope they don't actually mess up the stream quality. I know you're not supposed to have stuff moving crazy fast with the low bitrate like Twitch allows, but... yeah, I hope that stuff doesn't just like make everything blurry the moment it gets on screen. I know it's almost been an hour, but it really feels like I just went through this dungeon in just a few minutes. And that's probably like... I know this is going to sound bad, but I don't think I've had that feeling too often when streaming. Granted, I tend to play bad games half the time, but... I guess it's going to sound stupid, but I kind of forgot what playing a good game felt like. I know, that sounds so stupid. It's like, why would you stream games you don't like? I swear I like all the games I played, except maybe Rogue Warrior. That game... okay, granted I was playing the game in an interesting way. Yeah, that game... The frame rate itself made it something to witness. Oh, so Makai just teleports if he's too far away, but close enough. Weird. Warp pots right here. I know they're relatively nearby the boss, but I didn't expect it to be right in front of the door. Alright, so all I really need is the hook shot for this. I kinda wish I had the hero's charm. That way I could see if the light arrow really is doing a lot of damage on bosses. You know, it's been a while. I should probably save just in case. I wonder if I can still see the map in here. Alright, just making sure. Looks like I got everything. Unfortunately, the HUD-less code is still not working quite the way I want it. This looks kind of weird, seeing like the lines on the sand. Almost makes it look more like water. Okay, now I feel like the Uber shaders definitely aren't working. But when the sand's not moving, it almost looks weird to see it. Now, even though this is typically the final boss before Ganondorf, you know, not counting the refights, I feel like this boss fight's a little bit too much on the easy side. I feel like it's really easy to do this boss without getting hit. This boss also coughs green blood. I've tried to find another enemy that did it. Now, one thing you can do in only this version, and not the HD remake, is while this thing's flying, if you actually shot its tongue, it actually freezes in place. Sadly, they got rid of its tongue while it's flying in the HD version. Which I know it was to fix a bug, but I feel like the bug wasn't too bad. It was almost like an Easter egg to see the thing frozen in flight. So it feels weird seeing the sand outlined like this. The Amped Occlusion has been doing a good job everywhere else. It really makes it look like water. But when it's moving. Otherwise, like when it's still, it still looks like sand, but definitely looks weird to see sand like that in Wind Waker. For being a game about traveling the sea, you don't really see sand too often. Yeah, you really don't see sand all that often. A bunch of islands don't even have shorelines. Sea chart. It's almost like no progress was made in this dungeon at all, aside from the Triforce piece. If it wasn't for that, I would have never had to come here. Wait, since you would normally get an item, or not an item, since you would normally get a sword upgrade, I wonder if the sword upgrade counts as an item. Probably not. Considering there's no cutscene. Yeah, sure enough. No item. Where else can I go? I feel like I'm back where I started. Oh wait, I can actually go to the cabana. Now that I actually have a hookshot and Deku Leaf. Can't go inside the cabana yet, but I can explore everything around it. That's worth something. I think the cabana was closest to this island. Has to be around here. There it is, Private Oasis. I should probably save, just in case. Now for that HUDless sailing. Now I know I said I was going to get rid of the Uber shaders when I finished the dungeon, because I felt they were slowing stuff down, but now everything's running full speed, so I don't know how to feel. The moment I say that... I still think it's kind of weird how the sail basically cuts through the depth field. I know nothing can be done about it, but still. Best I can do is just zoom out to lessen the transparency. Ah, neat, the mailbox is jiggling. I like how this island has its own beach, but it doesn't have a dock. This is like some really selective design. Having the actual... Like, look, it even has lamps. Street lamps. No other island has that. Neat, 2 letters. Damn it. Can't even pick up the mail anymore. Lack of wallets just being thrown in my face. I wonder what triggers this letter to be received. Oh neat, a whole heart container. Link clearly has the most considerate sister. Ariel or Aril? I'm pretty sure her name's Ariel, but I could really believe Aril being it too. But anyways, she's clearly thinking about Link. I'm getting throwaway items. Well, I didn't get too much out of this island, but at least I got the mail and got reminded how I still can't go far without the wallet upgrade. That has to be worth something. Oh shoot, did I play the wrong song? Let's go to Outset. There's a great fairy fountain there. Just maybe I can get something out of that. I would try the little mini dungeon thing, but you actually need the mirror shield for that. And yeah, I think that's the only item you need to actually reach the full end. Kind of weird how in Wind Waker, the light puzzles, you actually have to use light on them. Because in Majora's Mask, you could get lazy and just use light arrows. Kind of weird. Nothing with the Wind Waker. I'm just constantly switching out items, and it's always just for one item. Oh, hey Kyle! Yeah, I found the hookshot. It was in, what was that? Dragon Roost. That's where it was. I actually finished, the Earth Temple just now. And the only thing worthwhile in there was an actual Triforce piece. Nothing else is really of value there. So Kyle, how are you doing? Wow, this grass looks really pretty. Or I guess dirt. Well, that's good to hear. I just realized I need to get bombs out. I'm so used to not having the power bracelets. Right, moment of truth. What is she going to give me? Really hope it's the wallet, considering now the mailbox is even pointing out that I don't have enough money. Why do they keep doing this to me? Why do I keep getting so much money, but no wallet to hold it in? Wait. I don't know why, but I thought I saw something at the top left when I jumped. Well, at this point all I can do is explore islands that don't involve the hookshot. Okay, I definitely need to turn off Uber shaders. This room has never slowed down on me before. I don't know why, but I really thought Uber shaders would fix stuttering. That definitely was not the case. Holy shoot, it's Hydration Bot! It actually showed up on time. What are the odds? Hydration bot actually being on the hour. Alright, Uber shaders disabled. Let's see if that gets rid of any stuttering. Well, I say get rid of, but it's basically just guaranteed at this point. There will be stuttering. Maybe I should have kept the BRB screen. Oh, no, game's here. Alright, and now hopefully less stuttering shows up. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to do the place, but part of me wants to do it in case there's an actual item on the first half, but another part of me feels like, oh, it's not worth it. But what if the item in there's the mirror shield? I know I'm basically giving up an opportunity, but I'm going to avoid it. At least for now. Alright, now to go to Two Eye Reef. This has now officially become the part of the game where I'm just going to explore everything. Sail being transparent still bothers me. It gets rid of the pretty depth of field. Actually, now that I look at it, why aren't the waves showing up in it?
Hey!
I always wondered why the boat constantly wanted to steer you out of the way. I personally would have loved it if you could sail around. Like if you go to the very most right tile, if you kept going you'd end up on the left. Oh, still don't have a grappling hook, so I guess the giant Octoroks are out of the question. Although I think I have everything I need to go through the watchtowers. Maybe I should go through them. Yeah, it would mean that, but... And I know this is the Great Sea, not the Great Planet. Actually, yeah, now that I said that out loud, kind of makes sense now why the boat pushes you away. I could see them getting away with it. And every Zelda game, Lost Woods technically does that. Why isn't my map showing up? I'm sure my map will work eventually. You know, part of me wants to put on Uber shaders again because I feel like the game's stuttering more. Oh, come on, Link, you can get the item. Yeah, I honestly prefer getting the pieces of heart than the actual... Ooh, can I land on him? Aw, it just pushes you. I really prefer getting the pieces of heart than just the money. Wow, Link's just going into the ocean, eyes open. Not even blinking. Wait, I can go back to Angular Island. There could be something worthwhile there now. Where is Angular Island? Is that it? All these islands look like equally far apart. Alright, hopefully this gets me somewhere. And hopefully this isn't a mirror shield puzzle. This is a mirror shield puzzle. Oh, that got me nowhere. Why does the silent keep tormenting me? Boating course, 5-star isle. Oh, I could go play golf. Why is my compass inverted? Now I think about it. I wonder if it would have been faster for me to warp to Outset, then use... Nah, I'll do all the watchtowers in one go. Even though I think I've done a few already. I regret passing down that watchtower. Almost wants to sail back, but it's gone. It's not coming back into draw view. Why do I feel like I'm always sailing at night? I feel like it's rare that I get to listen to the actual sailing music. I kind of don't want to speak over it just because I want to listen to it, as dumb as that sounds. Alright, there's the island. Now to go play some golf. Okay, I need the HUD on. I don't remember how to get out of there. Alright, time for some golf. It's definitely oh my gosh, that was a hidden run. That pufferfish just committed a hidden run. good old-fashioned golf. Wow, you can actually just throw the first one in. I wonder if you can actually hurt these guys with the sword. Like, without shooting their propeller leaf. Not quite sure how I took damage, but sure. Alright, looks like I actually have to do the golfing part of golf. Damn it. Okay, I really want to see this guy get stuck in here again. I really want to hit him. I should probably lower my phone. I'm getting a lot more messages than I expected. Now that I think about it, I wonder if the wind actually affects this. And nah, I'm good. Doesn't look like the wind's actually affecting how stuff is blowing. You know, it's kind of weird. You'd think you'd just be able to jump across, but for some reason the game puts invisible walls around the vines. So you can't just walk or jump across like you'd think you'd be able to. Oh weird, it's playing the sea music now. A while ago it was playing the land version of that song. Sure enough, like now. I wonder what causes it to switch between the two. I don't think I'm doing all that great at this golfing thing. Oh right, this one's different in how you actually don't even get to control the nut. Although I think that makes it go honestly faster, just knowing you don't have to pick it up and align it. Although you can always just get one from earlier and just throw it. I wonder if you can actually find people like taking score on this online. It's like, oh, I did this in this many shots. And in this amount of time. I feel like that could be fun. Just trying to play this golf minigame competitively. Although I feel like Nintendo and competitive really shouldn't go together. Weird, now it's playing the C version of battle music. Neat! A Triforce chart! Clearly the champions of heroes go golfing. You know, physics golfing. I can't tell what this guy's looking at. I'm not sure he's looking at anything. Is this the part where he admits it's a kaleidoscope? Yep, sure enough. He's really not looking at anything this time. Just a kaleidoscope. Oh wow, I had no idea the winged version of these guys could survive a jump attack. want to say a fire arrow would probably kill him in one hit. He kind of burned a lot longer than I thought he would. Why do I keep getting so many sea charges? Oh, need a feather! Oh, golfing turned out better than expected. Triforce piece of all things. Might as well go for the platform stuff now. A lot more squares than I expected. It's almost like they have them on half the ocean. I didn't really think they were that common. They kind of have to be, though. Otherwise the ocean would just feel so empty. I can't believe that guy was waiting the moment I got on the ship just to try and hurt me. Move that pufferfish. There it goes, into the blue. Actually, I'm surprised it's not getting silhouetted yet. The other ones don't look too far away from this sea hat. Okay, if it drops a feather, I might just dive for it. Well, I need that feather. I think I need about 20 of them for a side quest. And I just realized I don't have a spoils bag. I might need to mess around with controller sensitivity again. Really didn't expect him to get me. Considering the last time he just completely chose not to. I feel like I'm seeing inside the ring. Did I just see that? It really looked like splashes were going inside, like the actual wood. Okay, I kinda don't want to get him too far on the edge. Even though I don't have spoils back, I still want to get the feathers. I know that's probably bad. This island's surprisingly pretty lively. You have a mini game, you have enemies, watchtower. A lot more going on than you might expect. I really thought I could fly across. I can't believe the cannon actually shot one of the birds. I don't know why, but that just kind of made my day. I didn't even think that was possible. For the watchtower to shoot itself. Or I guess not itself, but each other. green shoot jelly. Could be helpful. How did that guy catch himself? It really looks like he should have drowned with me. I say drowned, Link's clearly swimming. Then again, maybe he's not swimming that good, considering he does start sinking. Damn it, this game looks so nice HUDless. Why can't I get the items to work without the HUD? Well, that didn't get me too much. One day I'll figure out how to play HUDless without making the same mistake over and over. Yeah, why is my compass inverted? When did that happen? I really want to say it wasn't inverted yesterday. I really do. Almost feels kind of weird. I kind of don't want to look at it anymore just because it's inverted. Wow, something tells me I should go after the eye reefs now, instead of waiting until I get the map for them. I kind of am holding out that I might get the sea chart for the eye reefs. I wonder how likely the odds of that are. Probably not too likely, but I'm sure I'll find it. I really wonder what causes the music to play either the land version of this song or the ocean version. Because last time it was when I was on land, because when I was either in the air or in the ocean, we played the normal one. But Link's clearly standing and still playing the ocean one. Neat! I can carry more arrows. Well, that makes it all worth it. Alright, just go straight north. I'll figure out how to turn eventually. It only took me this much time to figure out how to turn. Hey, Rakasans. How are you doing? Hope your evening's going well. Alright, this is the island. Tired. Well, it's pretty late for most people. I'd rather be tired at night than be tired like in the morning, because then that just makes the whole day feel exhausting. Didn't expect to see the whiz ropes here. That was like the last thing I expected to see on a tower. That was an interesting camera effect. Yet again. Wonder why I didn't do it that time. You know, most of the stuff really does feel like garbage, but there always is the chance that I could get something. Yeah, song requests are on. Not right now, because I like the soundtrack to this game, but they were on when I was playing Metal Gear, which was the game I was playing before this one. Why do you ask, Rockasons? I normally have song requests on, but I just never put it in the title. Because whenever you put in the title, people tend to... not so much put meme songs, but not even put music. Oh neat, the compass fixed itself. It's no longer inverted. While it normally would play, it's not going to play now. Just because I really like the soundtrack to this game. I still kind of wonder why the clouds were purple when I went to Valu at night. I really have to wonder what the odds of that are, like... Was it just unused weather in-game, or was it a loading glitch? You do realize that that's not Zelda, right? I feel like that joke would have been funnier if I was actually playing as Tetra with this mod. Oh, neat. This tower has like a gimmick to it. Only one of them has a ladder. I'm just saying, that joke could have had potential if I was playing as Tetra. Because that is a thing with this mod, with the randomizer. That really could be a thing. Actually playing as Zelda for once. Heck, I'm pretty sure there's another mod to just make the game refer to you with female pronouns. Which would probably make sense if you were playing as Tetra. Might be weird to play as Tetra and have male adjectives. You can get soft-locked every once in a while, but... normally you're able to get out if you have, like, just by saving and quitting. Or... yeah, either saving and quitting or occasionally exploiting teleports. But it's not like a hard lock. Heck, typically whenever you get soft locked, saving and quitting tends to fix it. Wow, I had no idea you could walk on these. I would have assumed you'd just slide off. Oh yeah, definitely. The game is beatable with the mod. I know there are some people like trying to race with randomizers, so it's definitely possible. feel like that guy's going to respawn the moment I sail away. Weird. There's the spot where the ladder would have been. I wonder if you can actually catch the ladder while gliding. Neat! Sure enough you can. Alright, better time this carefully. And maybe mess around with the wind. I wonder if that angle's any better. Doesn't feel any better. Or any worse. Damn it. The current goes faster than Link. Wow, that thing looks really fast when you're swimming next to it, but it just feels a lot slower when you're gliding next to it. I remember playing Zelda 1, like, seeing those currents, or like mini tornadoes, and thinking it's like, that's a weird thing. And then actually seeing something similar to that, like in Wind Waker. Almost feels like a callback. I know they're really random, but I like this thing. They didn't show up in Phantom Hourglass, weirdly. Considering that game also had sailing. I think they put him in it. I have to say, these guys are like the worst watchmen. Somehow the cannons do a better job than themselves. Why do I get the feeling I might have to destroy all the cannons? Really starting to get that feeling. Yeah, I think I might have to break all the cannons. By any chance, the guy up there respawned because I threw him off instead of actually killing him. Wow, is that sun really clipping into everything? Or lens flare. Sun lens flare. I wonder what's making it clip through stuff. Normally does a good job of not clipping through stuff. I'm really curious what's causing it to clip, because I know that was a thing on Dragon Roost Caverns. I might not even have to fight the enemies. Ah. Oh, that cannon has great aim. This might involve getting creative. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go on the actual tower to blow it up. really don't think I'm actually going to be able to blow it up on the ship. And sure enough, I might need to get the Wind Waker out again. Kind of surprised this tower doesn't have any cannons. I really think it would, considering the other two next to it do. I'm still really curious how those guys got on the other towers, considering the lack of ladder. Damn it, I put the wind in the wrong direction. Alright, it's now actually going in the right direction. Keep forgetting to time that before, not after. Link? Come on, Link, you can climb the ladder. You know, with how often I keep missing ladders and chests, I really feel like I might have to really test out the control stick sensitivity. This is bad to be constantly missing like that. This game has good input. Alright, now it's time. Damn. Barely missed it. It's either turning nighttime already or it's going to rain. Okay, good. I would have felt really dumb if I had spent a whole day here. Because I got here at night. That'd be really bad, spending a whole day just because you keep messing up on timing something. Alright. Now seems like a good time. Alright, I did it! Now, I never knew this as a... Well, actually, no, I found this out by accident, just using bombs as a kid. This for some reason counts. Although the explosion underneath's a little bit weird. For some reason the explosion becomes more oval shaped than its usual circle shape. I always thought that was weird. It's almost like the explosion doesn't clip through the floor, but rather gets teleported. Alright. Now just sail across. The wind can't be blowing in the right direction. I keep getting Link inverted. I feel like that's happening a little too often. Just a little bit too often. Maybe I really am losing my sense of direction. I really feel like you don't even need the whirlwind for this one. Yeah, sure enough you don't. I wonder if it's just there to play a mind game with you. Okay, it just turned night. I'm going to leave this place. I don't want it to become in-game 24 hours. Right. This is honestly taking longer than I expected. I kind of expected this to go as fast as the Beetle version of this did. I keep forgetting I have the compass and it's actually not inverted anymore. Well, I spoke too soon. Yeah, why is it backwards again? I'm really curious what's causing it to get inverted. Well, that was pretty easy to spot. Didn't even have to turn the camera around. Time to go attack probably not innocent people in a watchtower that probably very few people would ever see. Like, I really wonder, why are these here? There aren't too many sailors. And if you shoot them with a cannon, you're probably not going to be able to sell whatever they had. So who are these really for? Unless they're just out for blood. But considering cannons can command themselves... Neat! The telescope! That probably won't ever be useful, but at least I have it now. That's what matters. One day, maybe having a use for it. Yeah, the more and more I think about it, I really feel like I'll never get a use out of it. Like at all. Not even in the slightest. The only thing it'll do is make the game look like make me look like I've been farther in the game. I swear, this game either slows down with the Uber shaders or it just freezes every so often. Why is there no in the middle? Part of me feels like I might have missed one great fairy island. But I'm not sure where it could be. I feel like I could have missed one, but at the same time, I don't think I actually have. Well, there's the watchtower. Yep, and I'm on the right tile. Wonder what's on this one. You know, in all honesty, the telescope really should be more useful. It's an ocean. You typically would want to see stuff far away. The fact that it's not, it's kind of concerning. Because like out of anything, that's like the one thing you would expect to be useful. Alright, now to blow up some cannons. I tend not to drop anything if there's already a treasure chest. But I still might as well blow them up. trainers are definitely worth it, just for the sake of keeping the harp low health sound away. Why do I keep messing up the order of this? Alright. Time to go to the next row. It still feels weird using the compass inverted. It really feels like something that shouldn't be a thing. I don't know. I know it's like the most trivial thing, but something about it just doesn't feel right. Having the thing inverted. I don't know why. It's like the most trivial small thing. But there's just something about it. I should probably turn off the HUD. Maybe zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's not too transparent. It's not noticeable. Alright, just one more and I should start seeing watchtowers. I still don't like Tingle Island. Can't believe they're enslaving people on Tingle Island. People should do more. I know they put him in jail once, but someone needs to put Tingle in jail again. It's not right. Someone needs to think of not even the children, the adults. David Jr. is an actual adult and he's been put into slavery by Tingle. Oh, the humanity. Wow, that pufferfish really wants to stare at Link. As a kid, I always thought that they were using the same exact model for that telescope, that just the same one as Link has, but they're different. Link's telescope isn't quite as red as theirs. And if I remember right... Holy shoot, what's up with the ambient occlusion? That was weird. Everything just got darker. Yeah, that's so weird. Everything just gets more outlined. Does it happen when I use the camera? No, just the telescope. Wow, that's so weird. I didn't think the telescope would use a different, like, depth buffer or anything. I know it has a better zoom, but... that's so weird. Damn pufferfish with their hit and run. Well, I'll never see that pufferfish again. I know C-hats are a reference to P-hats and how they were a lot larger in Zelda, Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time, but they just really look like pufferfish to me. Pufferfish with propeller blades. I can't be the only person who sees that. How is that watchtower pretty far away? I feel like I should probably stop at that island. Part of me wants to say it's an island you have to go to during the normal game to get all the Triforce shards, but... or at least the charts. But I feel like it's still worth going now. Well, for whatever it's worth, the pieces of heart are definitely good to see. A lot better than getting rupees. You know, the worst thing is you need to actually use a bunch of rupees in this game, but not being able to get any wallet upgrades is really making that harder. I know it's a dumb idea, but part of me wants to see if I can actually sail to that island. Or not sail, glide to it. I'm going to try it. I want to see if I can actually go all the way there just off the Deku Leaf. While I'm sure this might count as deliberately getting yourself soft-locked, you can always just warp away if worse comes to worse. Oh. I didn't get all the cannons. Really thought I got all of them. Really sure I did. Okay, that cannon's just a recipe for a disaster. Having it right behind the ladder? That seems like a sure way to blow up your own tower. Alright, well that's good to know that I did have the the right idea of blowing all of these up. While I don't quite have the full set of magic power, I'm still going to give it a shot. Come on, Link, you can do it! It's not silhouetted anymore! We can make it! While we're not... well, we couldn't glide to it. I want to say we're within swimming distance to make it. Feel like Link can make it. Oh. The NPC guy loaded in. Oh, come on Link, you can do it. Heart of the cards. Ah. If I just had a little bit more magic when I took the flight. Where is the island? Oh, there it is. I swear, everything really looks equal distance apart. You're not the right map. Wonder what he's looking at on this island. Or if he's just going to say he loves his kaleidoscope again. Alright, that's a good hint. Even though there's already a chest there to throw you off. Wow, that crab must really not like Link, the fact that he dug through grass. You know what's the worst thing? Because I can't afford the damn postage on that package. It's probably going to throw me off whenever I get another letter. Probably don't have another letter, but I'm still going to look. That one ruby is just so haunting. That one rupee is going to be the end of so many potential progress points. I can just feel it. It's going to be a road stop for a bunch of stuff. I really just see it. Now, I know there's a similar trial to this in Outset, but I really prefer how this one doesn't put you through loading screens. Not that this game has, like, loading screens that aren't more than a second long. Fade to Black loading screens in this game are really fast. Like, it's kind of incredible how fast they are. I kinda don't want to really fight these guys and probably just use a light arrow pretty frequently. Not too often, because I know you get jumped after you finish fighting them all. Like in this room, you get jumped in this room after getting all the lights. I want to save a few just for this room. We'll be right back. And with that, hopefully we're back for good this time. Sorry about that. I really wish I knew why Mila would bark. I swear, part of me feels like she does it just for the sake of doing it. Really convinced that's the case at times. I'm pretty sure you hit that. Okay, good, magic. I was kind of hoping they would, one of them would drop magic. Why did I get the feeling I didn't unmute myself? Oh, no, sure enough, I did. Wow, I expected a lot more knights. Or, I'm sorry, iron knuckles. They're dark nuts. They're dark nuts in this game. I expected a lot more of them. And a hydration bot with the 2-hour reminder. Kinda surprised he showed up on the hour. played perfectly this stream. Like, really? I feel like this track record isn't all that great on my channel. And we got another piece of heart. And with that, I think we're going to call it quits for today. I had fun playing Wind Waker, and as much as I'd like to go on longer, I unfortunately have responsibilities. Otherwise, like, I'd keep going at this for like another 2 hours. Because I just have so much fun playing Wind Waker. Like, the randomizer really makes things great. Oh, hey Joey. You kinda caught me at a bad time. I'm about to end it here. And the responsibility I have is making sure the house is clean. Yeah, I know, it seems kind of weird to start cleaning at 8 PM, but that is the thing I have to do today. Holy shoot! Thanks for the 100 bits! Holy shoot, I really wasn't expecting that. Thanks. Let's go find someone to raid. Hopefully someone's playing this game. Yeah, that's definitely true. Alright, hopefully people are still playing this game in English. Alright, yeah, you too. Alright, thankfully there are a bunch of people playing this game today. Let's raid... Let's see... It's a good person to raid for this. Ooh, someone else is doing a randomizer. Alright everyone, hope you had a... Alright everyone, thanks for showing up. Hope you have a good day, morning, evening, or all three, depending on whichever time zone you may or may not be in. Till next time,